Good afternoon, all. I, Indu Jain, Assistant Professor in B.Ed Department of IIMT College of Science and Technology. Today, our topic for this session is grading system. Now, first of all, we will discuss what is grading system. Basically, grading is the process of classifying the products into different groups depending upon its important characteristics like its quality, size, color, and so many others. If we can talk about the grading in education refers to a method of evaluating a student's performance. It is done in the form of percentages, marks, letter grades, and many more. Grades are usually given on different activities like projects, assignments, tests, and so many others. Basically, grades can be assigned as letters from A to F, A for higher grade and F for the lowest grade, or as a range, for example, 1 to 6 as a percentage, which is very commonly used, or as a number out of a possible total, often out of 100. Now, grading system is commonly used in assessing the pupil's performance in education. So, it was first invented by William Ferris, a teacher in the Cambridge University, England, in the year 1972. Actually, he wants to know that what is going in the mind of the students, whether they understand the topic or not, or they got the topic or not. So grades help him to find out this thing. First of all, grading system is originated in the factories. For what? To rate up against the production quality, whether the product which was made is of good quality or not. Now it is commonly used in all areas. Nowadays, this term is very commonly used in education system, and this is CGPA. What is the full form of CGPA? CGPA is cumulative grade point average. So basically, CGPA is the average of all the grade points obtained in all the courses taken by a student over a certain period, usually during a semester or an academic year. CGPA is a universal grading system, means it is applied in many countries to standardize the assessment process. In the slide, you can see the two terms GPA and CGPA. What is GPA? GPA stands for grade point average. And it is basically the average of the grades obtained by a student in a semester or simply a term of studies in various courses that he has taken. This GPA reflects the achievement level of the student and reflects his scholastic abilities, allowing teacher to judge his performance, or teacher can easily assess the performance of the student in a given subject. Now, what is CGPA? CGPA is basically the average or mean of the GPA of a student that he has obtained in the college or university or school in the courses that he has taken. To arrive at CGPA, grade point obtained by a student in all semesters are added and divided by the sum of his total credit hours. Now, before checking the conversion of this grading or GPA into CGPA, first of all, we will discuss about the grading scale. What is the grading scale? Grading scale with assigned grade points like A, B, C, D, E or F. There are different types of grading scale. The most commonly used grading scales are 10-point scale and 7-point scale. In 10-point scale, the range, as you can see in the slide, the range is from 90 to 100, or we can say that the range is of 10 points, 90 to 100 for A grade. For B grade, it is 80 to 89. For C grade, it is 70 to 79. For D grade, it is 60 to 69. And for F grade, it is 0 to 59. Means all the students who got the range of marks between 90 to 100 given the A grade, and those got the marks range between 0 to 59 got the F grade. In 7-point scale, this range is of 7 points. As you can see, for A grade, 93 to 100. For B, 85 to 92. The range is 85 to 92. And for C, the range is 77 to 84. And for D, 70 to 76. And F, 0 to 69. The general concept behind all the grading scale is the same. Now, this is a very important topic. How to convert grades into CGPA. There are certain steps which are involved in calculating CGPA. Convert the individual course grades into grade point. Here you can see the grade points. Means for A grade, the grade point is 4, and for B grade, it is 3, and for C grade, it is 2. So first of all, convert the individual course grade into grade points based on the grading scale. Now multiply each course grade with credit hours, course credit hours. We can multiply 4 to the 8, 4 4 the 16, 2 4 the 8, 2 2 the 4, and 3 4 the 12. Now sum up all the credit hours and grade point products. The total credit hours are 16, and the total grade points is 48. Now, to calculate GPA or CGPA, we can divide the total points with total hours. Total points are 48 and total hours are 16. 48 divided by 16 is equal to 3. Means the common CGPA grade is B. CGPA is 3 and the grade is B, and this student comes in the range of average student. Now, this is again very important, as many students got percentage, and they want to calculate with the help of this percentage the CGPA. Now we will discuss how to convert percentage into CGPA and CGPA into percentage. There is a straightforward formula to convert percentage into CGPA. CGPA is equal to percentage upon 9.5. The obtained percentage is divided by 9.5 and we get CGPA. For example, if a candidate gets 80% marks in an examination, then what is his CGPA? His CGPA is 80 by 9.5. 9.5. If we divide 80 by 9.5, we get 8.4. In the same way, we can calculate percentage with the help of this CGPA. If a candidate or if a student get 8.4 CGPA, then simply multiply 8.4 with 9.5 and we get the percentage, and that is 80%. It is very easy to convert CGPA into percentage and percentage into CGPA. That is very important too. Now, what is the purpose of this grading system? Grading system is very helpful to assess the performance of the pupil in different fields. First of all, the evaluation of academic performance. The primary purpose of grading is to evaluate and measure a student's academic performance. This is the basic purpose of this grading system. Grading provides a way for teachers to assess whether the students are meeting learning objectives or not. Teacher can itself check the achievement of their learning objectives. Also, it helps to identify the areas where the students need additional support or resources. Teacher can arrange accordingly the remedial classes for such type of students who got lower grades. Next, feedback and motivation. Of course, by knowing the performance, anyone can motivate himself or herself to achieve the goals successfully. Basically, grading system provides feedback to students on their academic progress, and by knowing the academic progress, they can easily motivate to work harder and improve themselves. Positive feedback in the form of high grades can reinforce good study habits and encourage students to continue to excel. And if the student got lower grade, then he can improve himself by more hard work. Next one is accountability. Basically, this grading system provides accountability for students and teachers both. This system holds students accountable for their academic performance and provides a way for teachers to track student progress and identify the areas where teacher and students both need to adjust their teaching methods or curriculum. Teacher can improve their teaching methods by knowing or by assessing the performance of his or her students. Next one is communication. Grading provides a way for teachers to communicate with students and parents about academic progress and areas of improvement. In PTM, parents-teacher meeting, teacher can easily provide the guidance and also the performance of their wards to parents so that they can improve or students can improve their areas of weakness. Grades can be used to facilitate communication between teachers, parents, and students and provides a common language to discuss the students' academic performance. The next purpose for this grading system is opportunity for improvement. Grading can provide the various opportunities for students to improve their academic performance. How? By offering extra credit or allowing students to retake exams or assignments. By this, students develop a growth mindset and encourage them to take responsibility for their own learning. Standardization. The next purpose is very important. Standardization. Actually, grading provides a standard way to measure and compare the students' performance across different subjects, different courses, and different schools. This standard or standardization has to ensure fairness and consistency. Consistency in what? In evaluation, and helps to identify areas where improvements can be made in teaching and learning. Further, here the impartiality of the teachers is not possible by this grading system. No selection criteria. This grading system is also very helpful in maintaining the selection criteria for admission to higher education institution, different scholarships, and job opportunities. This is the way to provide objectively and to evaluate and compare candidates based on their academic performance and potential. And last and the most important is record keeping. It is again very important to maintain the record of the students for further development. Grading provides a way to keep a record of a student's academic performance over time. These records can be used for academic advising, progress tracking, and also reporting to parents and other stakeholders. So record keeping is very important. By tracking the record of the student can himself decide about his or her future and growth. Now the areas where the CGPA is very important. Basically, CGPA is very important in assessing academic performance and determining eligibility for certain opportunities. Like in higher education institution, CGPA is used for admission into advanced programs. CGPA is also considered during scholarship and financial aid applications. Anyone can easily decide about the scholarship given to a particular student by knowing his or her CGPA. Some employers also use CGPA as an initial screening criteria for job applications. In education, CGPA is very important. Nowadays, every field of work has become advanced due to technological advancement. So, our education system also become advanced. Nowadays, the educational field has diverse changes. There's a lot more changes in our educational system. New techniques are being introduced into the system, and this advancement is going on day by day. It is improving. The grading system is also one of the techniques which are used in education. Generally, this grading system is a process by which teachers or educators evaluate the performance of the students in exams on the particular standard scales, which are entirely based on the points and consist of the grades. Which type of grades? Like A to F, which we have already discussed, A, B, C, D, E, or F, or range like 1 to 10. Generally, letters and numbers are used to describe the grades of the scholar in today's era. In past times, marks and percentage were the only ways of assessing the students in the exam, but today, mostly all the nations adopted this system of marking the students in the exam, as there are certain drawbacks of measuring or assessing the pupil performance in terms of percentage or marks, which we will discuss in later slides. Now, what are the advantages and merits of this grading system? First of all, determination of weakness and strength. By knowing the performance or by assessing the performance, we can easily know about the weakness and strength of the students. So, with the help of this grading system, weakness and strength of the students will be identified, and they will work on the weakness. Both teachers and students, both will work on the weakness and turn the weakness into strength. If identify the strength, then will polish their strength and take it to the next level. Second and most important one is low score pressure. This grading system lower the pressure of getting high marks as a students, because in the grading system, the actual marks obtained by the student are not written on the report cards, so that they don't have to target for good marks. Their main target is to achieve good grades. And it is easy to achieve good grades in comparison to getting the good percentage of good marks, because several activities are involved in this grading system besides academic performance or academic activities. The third merit or third importance is the pattern of grading. This grading system relies upon the advanced pattern, as grades are not given according to the academics only, as I already discussed about it. Other things are also considered while making the decision, like achievements, assignments, attendance, and so many other activities also. The students can perform a little in all modules for getting good grade instead of getting good marks only by performing well in academics. The next advantage of this grading system is simple studies. The grading makes the study easier. How? The student with intention of getting pass marks only can easily achieve their target, whereas the learners with the motive of achieving high grades can split their study into different sections and perform well. Next advantage is the classification of the students on the basis of this grading system. Teachers are easily able to classify the students into different groups, like bright student, average student, and below average student. And by this classification, teachers can pay more attention towards the average and below average students and make the concept clear to them in a better way, because every individual has his or her own understanding capability. So teacher can arrange extra class or remedial class for such type of students by knowing the or assessing the performance of the student in the form of grades. Next one is parents' attention. Both teachers and parents are needed to improve the achievement of the students. So parents' attention is also very important. By knowing the grades of the child, parents also get aware about the capability of their child and provide better resources to the child so that the student can perform well. there are some students who require extra coaching. So at that time, parents can easily arrange that if they know about the standard of the child. And in this way, the achievement of the students can be easily improved. Now, what are the disadvantages or demerits of the grading system? There are certain demerits of this grading system. First one is decreased performance. Yes, of course. This grading system is mainly responsible for decrease in the performance of the learners who, what type of learners? The learners who know that they can easily get the targeted grade easily, so they don't put the much effort in the studies. And also, if the student target is A grade, he or she knows that if he gets 90 marks, he will be put under A grade. So he doesn't target for the 100 marks. So he will not do any more hard work to get the more marks. So there is decrease in performance of the learners. Second one is accuracy in result. The grading system fails in showing the accurate performance of the student. If the student gets 90 marks or 95, 96, he is in the same grade. So the accurate performance of the student is not easily assessed with the help of this grading system. We can only get to know about the grade achieved by the student instead of the actual ability of the students. Other disadvantage or demerit of this grading system or CGPA is competition decreased. A student here just focus on attaining the passing marks instead of putting the main focus on getting highest marks. This results into the decreased competition among the learners, so that students become lazy and drop their intellectual level. The other disadvantage is demotivation. If a student get 95 mark and one student get 91 mark, so the student who get 95 mark is demotivated as they both are in the same grade. So this grading system demotivate the bright student as the grade A ranges between 90% to 100%. Okay. So the brighter students lose their confidence by this grading system. Next one is increased lethargy. Hard work is not very much motivated by this grading system. So, as we know that assignments or projects and attendance are counted in the grades, students perform well in these activities and got grades instead of performing well in their exams, which result in the increased lethargy. Now, as we have already discussed, grading system has merits as well as demerits too, as every coin has two faces, head and tail. So there are some merits of the grading system and some demerits. For some reason, this system is good for education sector and for some reasons it is unfit. We hope that in the coming days, there will be beneficial amendment. There needs some amendment in this system so that this system become very much beneficial or helpful for the education sector in all aspects. Thank you.